So how would I describe the coaching that I've had and am having now with the My Cycling Coach team? I'd call it fun, structured and inspiring coaching throughout the whole process. I started this process 6 months ago. My plan was for the team to get me to the 312, which I've just completed. Went brilliantly. I did it in a great time, very, very pleased with all that. My cycling history, if you want to call it that, is that I've always trained on my own pretty much. Maybe I was out with some friends occasionally. I've done lots of multi-day adventures. I've done lots of sportives in the UK. And it wasn't until I sort of decided to step up to the Marmot 2.5 years ago that I was going to do really well at the Marmot. It was going to go really, really well in my head. And I trained so hard for that ride. And I was broken at the end of it. I completely broken. And after it, I didn't get my bike for 6 months, which was very, very rare for me. And there were just a number of things that had a real niggle in the back of my head. And I just thought, you know what, I think I'm going to start searching around for some information to start with, and just to see what I could find out myself. And that's when Ben's MCC YouTube adverts started coming up, and it got me interested. I have to say, it really got me interested. And then I probably left it for about 6 months, and then I contacted Ben and had a discussion with him. And we talked very openly, and he asked me some absolutely fantastic questions about, well, you know, Rob, you train anyway, you're clearly very dedicated to that, so why even think about using My Cycling Coach? And straight away, that's one thing I really liked about him, is the fact that he asked me those questions of why I actually wanted to do this when I'd already kind of done loads of training myself. And it was that thing of having something. I wanted to go back to the Marmot, which is for me now in about 8 or 9 weeks' time, and I really wanted to know that I had done some structured training, it was done properly, it was done scientifically, and to see where that got me. And I'm really looking forward to the Marmot this time. I think I'm in the best shape of my life. My FTP started out at, I think, about 217, 218. It's now around about 275, 280. I feel my rides better. I feel better in myself. My weight was at about 16 stone. You can work out the kgs on that. And I'm now down to 14 stone, which I think is about 89, 90 kg, which is where I wanted to be. I'm hoping to lose a few more pounds, but we'll see how that goes for the ride. It's been all the way through just brilliant, really supportive, very scientific. Dean was absolutely fantastic for the first 12 weeks, really got me to understand about fueling, which is what I've always been really bad at, because I just didn't think I needed to fuel these big long rides. I might eat a beer or go for a bit of cake and coffee and stuff. So he really got me understanding about fueling, got me really understanding about how to diet, how to train and fuel and lose weight at the same time. And Ben's method, it works 100%. Then after 12 weeks with Dean, which was absolutely brilliant, I then moved on to Cam, who's my current coach, who's absolutely fantastic. The thing I guess the thing I really loved about it was the fact that they work around your holidays. I'm a business owner. I run a very successful business. I've got a team of about 10 people, so there's a lot of pressure there. And what they do is they just work around that, which is another thing I really love. So if you perhaps miss a workout, they'll move it for you, or you can. I'm now learning how to do it myself, but they move it for you. So it's just for me, a really great way to have structured coaching, to have someone who's doing all the scientific stuff for you. I don't need to worry about how much fuel I'm going to take anymore, because they've kind of done all that bit for me. Cam, who's like I said, my cycling coach now, he's on the end of a WhatsApp if I need to. Ben runs sessions every single Tuesday where you can ask any question you like about the training, anything about cycling, and Ben's knowledge of physiological bodies and nutrition and all the other stuff that goes with cycling, make you a better cyclist, is second to none. So just to wrap up, I would say if you are thinking about doing the My Cycling Coach training, if you want to become a better cyclist with structured training that is friendly, that is scientific, and to become a better cyclist, I would 100% recommend Ben and his MCC team.